Ba-ba-da-ba. Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Elmo. If you're new here, what's up? It's a new year. New year, everybody. Did you hear? Did you hear the news? It's a new year. It's 2025. Sheesh. Today, I'm just gonna tell you what I'm reading at the moment. I have many an ambition for this year, both reading goals wise and secret project wise. It's a super secret project. So today, I'm just going to tell you what I'm currently reading for January, for the start of the year. There's a couple. Right now, we've got about 6 on the go. 7 books. Let's talk through them. I feel like the first one that I should talk about is this, and I'm only going to hold it up for this bit introducing it because it's heavy. This is Wheel of Time, Book 1, The Eye of the World by Robert Jordan. Yep, it's an 800-page doorstop brick of a book, and I'm reading it as a buddy read with a bunch of folks. I am behind on my reading for this. My goal was to read 30 pages of this a day, and I've done well. I'm at 130. You're like, oh Elmo, you're probably filming this on like the 4th, so you're way ahead. It's the 7th. I am 90 pages behind, but it's fine. I have a lot of time to myself for the next week or so we'll get through it. If you've been on my channel before, you will know I don't read long books, so this is a surprise because I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it. Nothing has happened in this 130 pages. I mean, stuff's happened. I'm not going to spoiler it for you, but only 2 or 3 major plot points have happened in 120 pages, and it feels good. I don't feel overwhelmed. I don't feel rushed. I am not bored out of my mind. This is well written. I mean, as far as I'm into it, it's pretty good. I'm enjoying Wheel of Time. I kind of am scared that I'm going to enjoy all of it and want to read the next 13 books in this consecutive series. Yeah. We're just going with the 1 so far, and the goal is to finish it by the end of January. It's not looking the best, but it's looking all right, and I am enjoying it, which is good news. That's the kind of main book I'm reading this month. A couple others. So Return of My Gal Suzanne Collins. I need to finish this before March. Shouldn't be too hard, right? This is Mockingjay. It's the 3rd in the trilogy, in like the original trilogy. I started this in December. I got an alright way through it, didn't I? In the whole of December. I got as many pages into this as I have in Wheel of Time in the past week. So in the first couple of books, Suzanne has just drawn attention to a lot of these themes of control and the way that the capital controls the districts. And where Katniss is now in the 3rd book, she's in a district, and because they need to keep a low profile and because they're kind of off the grid a bit, they have to ensure control over the people within it so that they don't get discovered and they don't get, And it's very interesting to question what kind of control which is good and which is bad, because they're both controlling. So that's very interesting. Wheel of Time is my number 1, but that I would really like to get done in the next month or so. The other book, this is The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. I picked this up in December, and I've not read that much of it, but I have been annotating it like crazy. There's a lot already, and I imagine there will be more, and it will be worse. You will hopefully hear about it at length at some point. But yeah, The Handmaid's Tale. I've wanted to maybe have a look at more dystopias this year and do more actual kind of reviews of dystopias. I feel like that's kind of my little niche. So hopefully that'll go fine. Be prepared for thoughts on The Handmaid's Tale whenever I finish it. I don't know when it will happen, but Wheel of Time is chunky. Wheel of Time is like the length of 4 books to me, and it's 1. So, the 4th owned book that I'm reading at the moment, I've almost finished it. It might be the first one of the year, is Bookshops and Bone Dust by Travis Baldree. It's very fun, very kind of light-hearted fantasy, and fairly easy to read. It's a good time. I'm hopefully going to read it and finish it in January. Now we can move over to library books. My local library system is still kaput in November. They had an entirely new system installed, so I cannot browse their catalogue, reserve books, or I can renew loans. I just cannot see what they have or request it, but I can go in person and just pick stuff up, which I haven't really had a chance to do. In December, I picked up Elevation by Stephen King. This is pretty small. What is it, like 130 pages? Really weird premise. I have no idea what's going on. I think there might be a bit of a, is it like a nuclear reactor, something funky with gravity maybe? I have no clue. If I read this, it will be my first Stephen King book, and I own 3. But yeah, Elevation, we will see how it goes. I have 3 weeks to read it, or I relinquish it back to the library's hands and we'll probably never see it again. So that's fun. One other library book I have is Hell Breaks Loose. This is a Daredevil, like, collected comic things. This is the first collected work from the Ahmed run. So I'm reading this because I want to get back on the Daredevil train and I don't want to buy any more books, so do it through the library. They've got a decent collection and I read a lot of comics last year and really had fun with it, so yeah, so I'm gonna read that. Because said library system is fucked, I signed up to Libby and I get so many audiobooks through Libby. I'm currently listening to Prince Caspian by C.S. Lewis. It's short and sweet and I listen to it sped up to a point where it's like I can still follow it, not like and that's pretty much everything I'm reading, those 7. So hopefully you'll hear about some of them soon. What are you guys reading? How are you starting off your 2025 reading year? I have a couple set books per month this year. I've planned it out a bit, but you'll hear more about that in a different video. And all that will make sense at a later date. You will have to wait to find out, just as I will have to wait to tell you about it, just as Ven will have to wait. Don't say a word, young man. I don't really have any updates, I just have a lot of stuff to do, so welcome to 2025. I hope your reading has begun. Please wish me luck with Wheel of Time, and I'll see you when I see ya. See ya. Hi, hello, hold that thought. I feel like this video has such a weird energy. How are you starting off your 2025 reading year? What? Sorry? Oh, just write it down. I can't hear you.